Your husband has asked me what I want. I told him, I do not need your money. I don't need anything from you. You are my son's father. And the least I could ask is, even if it is 200,000 per month for his upkeep. But he has refused. So fine. If he will not claim him, he's okay.
Let me ask you a question. You are raising him as per. Like, if they ask who is his father, what will you tell people?
Who else? It is Apostle Chibuzor. Who else? Yes. You know what? I cannot continue protecting who is not protecting me. I am protecting his interest. I'm protecting his reputation. I'm protecting his name. But yes, what has he done? He keeps humiliating me. There's nothing that man has never said to me.
So, whilst we are talking about actor, director, man that they said has dropped from being an hero to zero, I'm talking about Yul Edochie. Another story popped up. It has been cooking, for a while now. And I've been kind of looking at it because I wanted more meat to eat. I wanted more evidence. I just don't want to present something to you. I want more of it because anyone can accuse anyone. I'm talking about a popular pastor in Nigeria. In fact, the title he has is Apostle Chibuzor, Chinyere. It's from the southeast of Nigeria. Some might say, no, Port Harcourt is not southeast. Whatever it is. Well, this man is known for his charitable works. Of course, it is not from his, although he worked it, it's not easy. Church is ministry. When it becomes big and explode, then people might say, oh, how did he get money? It is not easy to start a church or anything at all. Anyway, this man doles out a lot of money to people, charity. Once there is anything trending, he jumps on it. And this is what most of these pastors do. They jump on popular people, trends. And with this, they don't need to advertise themselves. Since churches cannot advertise themselves, they've been banned from TV. Back in those days, you see them performing all sort of miracles on TV. Now, Apostle has been accused of getting lots of women pregnant, underage girls pregnant, aborted a lot. And at first, people say it's a lie. Well, the lady that decided to put this on herself, one of the ladies that got pregnant said, no, I am going to come out, I'm going to speak because Apostle, I've been trying to cover up for him. I've been trying to protect his image and all of that. But this guy is not doing right by me. Well, she decided to come out to speak. People berated her. They said a lot of things about her. But now, you're about to hear 100%, because Apostle initially, when his audio got leaked, his own personal audio, where he mentioned someone in the ministry, also Apostle Johnson Suleiman, his own church is domiciled in Edo State, Nigeria, Auchi. The name of his own church is Omega Fire Ministries, OFM. Whilst Apostle's church is in Port Harcourt, it is called Omega Power Ministry. Well, the name might kind of want to appear or sound similar, but there is more to it because the audio that got leaked, Apostle made mention of Johnson Suleiman of Omega Fire Ministry and said, am I the only one doing it? What about this of Apostle? What is it? Even if you bring the story out, what is going to happen? Not knowing that there is more that this young lady has. This lady recorded the wife of the Apostle when she called her, and what they said will shock you. This is called Bombshell. I want you to like and share this video. Like and share, let it go viral. Like and share it. There are a lot of people who worship their pastors as if they are not human beings, as if those people cannot commit sin. Let us hear from the woman who is the wife of the Apostle and the lady who came out to say, this is what Apostle did.
You know that. Let me tell you the truth. If I was in your shoes with everything that has happened, I will be pained and I'll be angry. In my little way, when I was in that house, before anything, all these things started happening, Ma, I have tried to talk to Daddy to let you come back. He keeps saying you're the one that doesn't want to come back. Because
Now, let me tell you.
I heard the
this.
story. He said they said his sisters were always saying he's an occultic man, he's this, he's that, and that his sisters were always having problem with you, and now he has money and he send you out. I'm like, how could your sisters were not there? Your wife was always there with you, and now your money and your wife is not here, but your sisters are here. Daddy, how could you do something like this? Say, I should forget, I should leave that side, I should leave that side. Okay, we want to do something. Daddy, when is mommy coming back? He's like, okay, don't worry, she'll come back this princess birthday. She'll come back. I'll make sure she come back. And then you're not there. Daddy, why did mommy not come back? Leave her. She doesn't want to come back. Stuff like that. At a point, you have to let him be now.
I don't need to tell you. Let me tell you this. The truth is that I applied for residency.
Okay.
And because I applied for residency, when it was time to give us residency, COVID came. So that COVID that came slowed down everything. And he is the one that applied for the residency. We didn't have any problem. It was that residency that kept me at Chibuzor there. Nothing else. I married Apostle. When I married Apostle, we normally sleep on the ground. We have nothing. When I married Apostle, I'm the one that pays our rent. I'm the one that fits him. Yes. The first rent we paid when I married him, I paid the rent. I'm the one that worked. I was working, I was teaching. It was my salary. The first week they put in that OPM in a huge branch, it was my salary that they used to put the vent sink in that church. And do you think that God is happy with all these things that happened? Do you think that God is happy with girls that slept with him? That is why I wasn't bothered. Because God told me, you see joy, just watch out what will be the end of joy. Watch out what will be her end. I have prayed some bad prayers, and God told me that all the prayers I prayed for all the girls that slept with him, that I should watch out and see what will happen to them. The only one that will be saved is the one that will come to me and tell me that she is sorry for sleeping with him. And do restitution, just tell me what happened and told me that she is sorry. That is the only person that will be saved from my prayer. I never offended that man for 1 day. I never hurt him for 1 day. But he did this. And he said that God is happy. He said that people should watch out. Except now that you are confessing, and I can see that you are remorseful. But you see people like Joy. Joy has killed her generation forever. Okay, what time Joy now come out with her? What is she hiding? How long is she gonna hide? Listen.
That's just the truth.
How long is she going to hide? She's going to hide forever.
Ma,
because that man told me.
There's something I want to tell you now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Have you? Okay, I believe that you've tested poverty before. I know I believe that you have tested poverty before.
Yes, I know.
Okay, ma'am. Then as a child, let's say a child of 14, 15, living with her parents, and they hardly eat 2 square meals a day.
Okay.
And the next day, they see themselves in Apostle's house.
Okay.
And then the next thing that's presented in front of them is, I want to sleep with you. I'll give your mommy 500,000 to go and start a business. How does that sound, ma'am? How does it sound?
I understand.
To a child who barely sees 2,000 naira on their own. I want you to sleep with me. Let me answer you. Okay.
A situation like this, the things you are talking, I have not raised my voice for you. I was not angry because I understood your situation.
Okay.
But somebody like that Joy, that went extra mile to get pregnant because she wants to stay there. Do you think that the same way I talk to you now is the same way I'm going to handle her case? Is that what you think?
No, I know it will not be the same.
Okay, because I know that you were taken advantage of. Was she taken advantage of? No.
No.
She wanted it. She went for it. Do you know that they say Joy was using Kayamata on him? Joy was going to Juju.
That's what almost everybody said. Even Favor says the same thing. I don't know if Favor knows something, but she doesn't want to tell me. But she said that no matter what Joy is doing with that man, I should forget it, that Joy is using something. Because
Joy was using Kayamata. They say Joy will rub Kayamata on the tongue, on her vagina, on her breast. And she will go and be sleeping with my husband with Kayamata.
You see me, the truth is that no matter what I have tested ever since I was born, I know what poverty tastes like. Even if they put me today in a castle, I will never, because of where I am, and I want to remain there forever. Somebody owns that place, and I know that. I know what it feels to take what belongs to someone else, honestly. I never plan to get...
Joy will go naked on the street. Mark my word.
God in heaven knows that I never planned to get pregnant for Daddy, but when it happened, honestly, and as it stands now, I'll be honest with you. Even when I talked to Mrs. Dokubo, I told her, Ma, I have begged this man severally. I told him I am not a lazy girl. I can go out there and work and take care of myself. Please, all I just want is that you be a father to your son. That is it. I told her, I have begged him. I said, don't give me anything I don't want. Even if...
Love it, I've heard you, okay? I've heard you. I'm not going to save your number in this phone I called you with. Are you hearing me?
Okay.
But I'm going to save your number. I will be calling you when I go back. Huh?
Okay.
I want to keep in close contact with you. Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
And I'm going to work with those elders you have spoken with. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to work with them. Then you know that as long as that man did not marry you, that your child is not coming back to his house. I think you know that.
How?
That child cannot come back because he did not marry you. He can never claim that child. Even Joy's child, none of your children are coming into his house. And that house is my house. But whether to settle you people, I will tell him to settle you people with your children. That is their culture. The culture in Ohanko, as long as they did not marry you, the only one they know is me. And if it is smart, because when I heard about Joy, I told him, I said, if this thing is true, tell Joy to release the child to me and move on with her life. So that that child can get a good life. He told me that there is no child he has with, that he did not have any child with Joy. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Because the culture is that none of your and act in Ohanko, there is no child born out of wedlock that comes back to that man's house. It doesn't happen. That is their culture. So at the end of the day, if maybe he accepted and you want to release that child to me, because you are such a nice person and you're good, I will say, okay, release the child to me. I will adopt the child from you and you will move on with your life. That is the best I can do for you. Without that, that child has no inheritance in what I have with him because I'm still legally married to him.
Then has like a good evidence to send him to prison.
Let's see, me and you now one.
No.
I would like to work with you.
I won't say this because I am really sorry I had anything to do with your husband. But if I ever open my mouth to say anything to him, it will work. Honestly. Because your husband has done he has done more than he could bribe. He has done more than he could bribe. If he has the mind to use money to entice children as little as 13, 14 to sleep with them, he deserves to rot in jail. Honestly, I am angry. Fine. Even
Okay,
if,
don't be angry.
even if he would not claim my child, fine. I have never seen anybody die because they do not have a father. Even if, for my child is 2 years and 4 months, he has never been a father to him. He has never cared. He has never called to ask how he's doing, how he's faring. It's a problem getting money from him to pay his school fees. There's no problem, and he has never died. He's still here with his body structure. He's still here eating. Even if I would need to go into prostitution to feed my child, I would do it. Even if he doesn't want to be the father, he will not claim him. Fine and good, no problem.
That is why I say I'm going to work with you. Okay?
No, man.
Did you hear me?
I will not do that, and I will not give out my child. I'm a mother. I want to raise my child. I want to have the right to raise my child. That's what I want. Your husband has asked me what I want. I told him, I do not need your money. I don't need anything from you. You are my son's father. And the least I could ask is, even if it is 200,000 per month for his upkeep. But he has refused. So fine. If he will not claim him, he's okay.
Let me ask you a question. You are raising him as per. Like, if they ask you who is his father, what will you tell people?
Who else? It is Apostle Chibuzor. Who else? Yes. You know what? I cannot continue protecting who is not protecting me. I am protecting his interest. I'm protecting his reputation. I'm protecting his name. But yet, what has he done? He keeps humiliating me. There's nothing that man has never said to me. If I send you my tax with him, ma'am, you would come out and take him to court. You would do the right thing.
Why not send me the chat?
You will hand over your husband, I swear.
Why not send me the chat as an evidence when he start denying?
If I should send you what?
The chat, as you said, so that I will have evidence when he start denying.
Those are things I cannot release. I will not. When the right time comes, I will, but not now.
Okay,
I'm
now,
sorry.
You say, now, and there was something you say. You say you will not take him to court, but somebody will.
Someone else will. Even if I don't do it, someone else will. Do you know what? Because he has slept with more than 50 girls. So many of them, he brought them all the way from hotels in Lagos. So many of them, he goes to Lagos, he goes to Abuja, he wants to have a rest. And then the next thing, he's disguising himself and he's in a hotel. He's already sleeping with girls and he's already bringing them back to the house. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I have told him. He knows it already. I have told him I don't care. I don't care about you. But what I know is that the day he ever tries, maybe I went out like this, I came back, I say I not see my son for house. I've told him to bear it in his mind. He will be the only suspect I know.
Obviously, Madam is fighting for her own position, her own seat. And she's more concerned about property. Yes, she knows how much the church is worth. She knows what they have. And some children coming here and there, she doesn't want any of them. She's asking for settlement. Like, bring the child and you can go. Who does that? She's trying to play some kind of smart game here. Like, you know what? Bring the child so the child can have a proper life and you will settle you and you go. Is it possible? Who does that? It is not possible. Those ladies are not stupid. They know how much Apostle is worth. And they know that now that they've put themselves out, if Apostle dies, they will be asking for a share of the property. And now this woman knows this. She's saying, I will speak to him. I will ask that he settles you. What is Apostle going to settle them? Is Apostle going to give them 50 million naira each? It's not possible. Apostle cannot settle them more than 5 million naira each. And that is not enough. Meaning, take this money and go start your life. That child can never be part of our life, part of Apostle's life. Is it possible? You have a child because bride price was paid on you because you are the legal wife, which I'm not saying is anything bad or wrong. A legal wife is always a legal wife. But as it is, in life, in human setting, in African setting, once there is a child, like for real, a child for a man, that child is as equal as the children of the legal wife. Maybe the women can start arguing between themselves, like, you are not the legal wife, I'm the legal wife, if properties have to be divided, blah blah blah. Those kids bear the name of the man. They are his seed. DNA is there. So there is nothing else that there's nothing else to cover. There's nothing else to cover here. So this woman is just trying to manipulate the lady, telling the lady, and the lady is smart. Like, you know what? She's simply asking for, at the beginning she said she asked for some kind of settlement as per her own personal life. Meaning, open up a beauty shop for me, standard beauty shop for me, that I can get money off, so that it won't be every time I'll be asking you for money. Although she's a woman, after the beauty shop has been opened, she can still demand for more money, like, I want to have vacation here. If Apostle refused, she will continue and continue. But Apostle refused to open that beauty shop. Apostle said he only has 500,000, and she said, no, I need millions to open this. I need probably 3.5 million, 4 million. What about the shop? What about this and that? Apostle refused to do this. Apostle does not want to settle her. Apostle does not want her to be self-reliant. Apostle does not want any of that. Apostle wants her to still be on one leg or the other. I don't want to settle her like that. No. Well, she's also saying that Apostle is not giving upkeep to the child, that he does it grudgingly, like he doesn't really want to do it. And I think the reason why Apostle is doing this is because Apostle wants to keep having sexual contact with this lady. And it's like, this lady is not bringing it like how Apostle wants. Well, as it is, Apostle has been asked to pay 200,000 per month. That's what she's asking for, upkeep per month. And she knows that if 200,000 is brought per month, she's definitely going to put herself right. Definitely, she's going to live a very good life with that amount of money. But as it has become public now, Apostle has no option. Apostle can like to faint on the street, because there was a time Apostle fainted whilst he was traveling. He fainted at the airport, dropped on the ground, maybe due to excess Ebola things that he's doing, or alcohol, or he has health issue. I don't know. I don't really know. But as it is, everything is out on social media. Apostle cannot hide again. Apostle will be dragged to the court, because that is what this lady is going to do next. Apostle will be dragged to the court, because there is someone who has decided to be at the forefront of this. Apostle will be dragged to the court. It will be put out publicly. Apostle will have to officially do DNA regardless. That's it. Apostle will have to do it. And this madam that is screaming and saying they will not be part of this, they will not be part of, they cannot come to that house, they will not be part of that. All of those things are stories. Once this is, registered, and Apostle passes away, because just imagine what happened when another prophet, senior prophet, Temitope Balogun Joshua, Synagogue Church of All Nations, spiritual leader, passed away. He was able to manage some of his own secrets. But when he died, we started seeing stories coming out. But he was able to manage his own very well, to a point whereby some of those children, they are not even okay. I'm talking about the children outside, that he had outside with different women. Allegedly, although I saw one of those girls, because TB Joshua had only girls. He was unable to have boys. I saw one of this daughter of late TB Joshua. The similarity between that girl, that lady, she's not even a girl again, that lady, and the rest of TB Joshua officially known children is there. And it is 100%, or let's just make it fair, let's just say 90-something%. The similarity is just there. The resemblance, not similarity, resemblance. The resemblance is just there. So these things do happen among clerics, pastors, people that you respect and you think they cannot do this, they preach about this, they act. No, it happens. Many. But from insiders, they said that those children that were born out there, maybe TB Joshua did it, I don't know. Maybe because those children are not under his wings, I don't know. I can't really say exactly what it is. I cannot really say what exactly it is. I only know from insiders that those children are not normal. They are not in their right senses, to a point whereby they can come out to say, yes, this is our father, this is what happened. They are not okay. They are not balanced in their mind at all. That is what insiders said. So I just don't know. There are mysterious things that many of these so-called apostle pastors do. There are mysterious things they do, and such is life. Such is life. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. Drop your comment, like, and share. Subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.